Welcome, friends. This is Golden Lion Tarot bringing to you Will You Be Rich? So, we have two piles to choose from today. Pile 1 has this lovely blue lace agate. And I asked this blue lace agate to calm the nerves associated around money so that wealth and riches may flow easily into your life. And pile 2, we have this dreamy amethyst. And I ask that this amethyst open the correct knowledge that pile 2 requires at this time in order to open the floodgates to their true wealth. Pile 1, you chose this blue lace agate. And today I ask that this agate assist you with calming your nerves around anything that is associated with money, so that you may bring more wealth and riches into your life, so that they may flow harmoniously in and around you. All right. So will you be rich, pile 1? All right. We've got, what have you got to lose? Okay, so maybe for some of you, you want to be rich, right? Everybody wants the money. Everybody wants the money because what it means to have the money, we believe that money will bring more energy to us, more happiness, more creativity, more ability to engage with higher vibrational ways of living, making us feel like uninhibited to feel excitement and happiness in our life. So maybe you have doubted, if this ability to have the wealth, to have the money could even be yours. All right, Spirit's here to ask you, what have you got to lose? Why not shoot for whatever it is that you desire? All right, you have nothing to lose to try. You have nothing to lose to desire this. Some people feel that, well, if I desire it too much and I don't get it, then I'm going to be severely let down. Well, that's one way to look at it. Or just the opposite could happen. You could desire it and engage in the outcome of the happiness that could be adorning you within your life, because let's face it, money does bring a sense of freedom, right? So I believe there's a beautiful genuine desire when one is desiring more wealth within their life. As long as someone's not, desiring to hurt another to gain the wealth, right? Then it's a beautiful thing. So what have you got to lose? Okay, let's see. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. So this tells me that there's something that you're dreaming about. Something feels unattainable, or not 100% unattainable. I don't feel that, but there's a doubt, there's a lack mentality, or there's a love. Maybe you don't have the love of your life and it makes you feel unworthy. Maybe you don't have your desired career and it has made you feel a bit unworthy. Maybe there's something that you love to do and you don't quite have that. So it has made you feel a little less than someone else that seems to have what you don't have. Okay, that's okay. That's a natural feeling. And a lot of people, feel like that. But your life is not over. Your life is not over, and there's a great possibility for change. I don't feel gloom and doom in this reading whatsoever. Okay, we've got the Three of Coins. So with this card, I asked, what is it going to take to bring in the richness, the wealth, the comfort? And we have collaboration, focused efforts, having a common goal with another being. So it could be that in time, once your creative juices start to flow with another being, this could bring forth a new energy and new strategies. Maybe it's time to look and see how someone else discovered their wealth, or how someone else, people post all the time on YouTube or Instagram or wherever, all these social media platforms, how they did it, how they became successful. It could be time for you to look into how other people did it, how other people made it in your field of interest. I believe when you start working with another human being, with someone else that has creative energy in the same field, I feel like this is like God or source just like looking over you and growing and saying, okay, it's time to grow their wealth. They have hit the point where it's time. They have learned, they have been defeated, they have learned from their defeat. Something is growing here. This source is seeing you becoming practical through all the moments that you have felt defeated, and there has been some sort of growth out of mulling over how it did not work out in this way, but maybe it's working out in this way, right? The master has been is the student, right? The master has failed so many times, whereas the student has only failed like 10 times. The master has failed hundreds, even thousands of times. So something is growing out of something that hasn't worked out. You're becoming a master through things that haven't dealt you the power and the force in this field. Okay. Now we've got, it's time to let go. So it may be time to simply let go of your desired outcomes, how you think this is going to work out. Yes, it's great to see how others did it, but be okay if that specific situation, how it worked out for others, differs from your success story, because we are all different, and there's definitely value in finding out how someone else, worked the system, worked, the world at their convenience and brought forth something beautiful, something to share with the rest of the world. Yes, gaining knowledge through their systems and understanding how they did it is going to help you to become more powerful in your field, but it's still not, you're going to have your own creative edge on how to manifest the situation. You may find it's time to see how somebody else got funded in their endeavors, and there's going to be something out of watching other people doing it that's going to open up doors for you toward your goal. Spirit wants you to know that your whole world is not going to fall apart if you decide to actually go after your dreams. Some of you feel like your whole world is going to disengage and just flood with destruction, but that's not the case. The tower here is in the reverse, so nobody's going to fall from a tower and nothing's going to come crashing down. Your world's not going to fall apart if you decide to actually move into a different direction or simply integrate another direction into your life. Are you afraid? Because if you're afraid to reach for your dreams, then you're never going to be able to reach for your dreams. I mean, I don't mean it like that. A certain bit of afraidness is kind of needed because we need to always go toward the things that we're afraid of, right? If you're afraid of something, then that's where you need to put your focus. That's your next challenge. But if you're so afraid that it stunts your growth and it just like brings you to a halt, then how are you going to move past it? How are you going to gain your goal and your exciting wealth and the riches that come from moving through a fear? So some of you may be feeling that you're at an impasse. Okay. Knowing that you're not exactly where you want to be is okay. Like maybe some of you are scared to acknowledge the fact that you're not exactly where you want to be in life. It may be time for you to just acknowledge this point. Be okay with where you are. Say to the universe, I'm right here, right now, this day. It's not exactly where I desire to be, but for right now, I'm going to be okay with it. I feel that speaking this out loud is going to do something to like unlock this grid that you're maybe stuck in. King of Wands with the impasse card. So you're not going to be stuck in this gridlock forever. All right. So some of you, it may be during the next full moon, go out under the stars, bundle up if it's cold out, take a couple deep breaths, work with the magic of the universe. And we spell our story into creation. So if we're saying, oh, I'm at this impasse, I'm at this stalemate, and here I am, woe is me, nothing ever works out for me, then, you're setting that story into motion. But if instead you go under that full moon and you say, hey, moon, I'm at this impasse, it feels like I'm locked into this grid, but I know it's not going to be forever. Open up to me. Show me what my next best possibility to move into. Show me where my next opportunity lies. Because this is you. The King of Wands knows. They just move on impulse. They move in the direction of adventure. They move into the direction of their heart. The King of Wands is not afraid of change because the King of Wands knows that change brings great adventure. Change brings opportunity. Change breaks up habitual routines that are no longer needed. Change brings mystery. Change also brings in new practical ways to get creative or to bring in a new momentum into your life. So maybe it's time for a little bit of change into your life. The King of Wands knows that there's a version of life that is in his future that's going to be acceptable and bring him loads of happiness. So, I mean, you've got the King of Wands here right next to your impasse. So, you know, if you're in a little gridlock for a little while, then maybe there's something there that's to your advantage. There's got to be something that you're learning from that. Don't be afraid to be there for a minute and to ask the universe what it's there for. Because if you don't appreciate something from your surroundings right now, then it will mess up your life force. It will bring you, you know, it'll bring you down and make you feel unworthy, and we don't want that feeling, because you are so worthy of your goals. You are so worthy of your dreams, and you will be getting messages for that to bring that new world into your life. All right, so it may be time to detoxify. We've got full moon in Taurus. What is not serving you? Do you spend too much time on YouTube or social media or watching TV? Right? It's okay if you do, but just know it. Understand, like, I understand that watching tarot readings, or there's so many great self-help or helpful creative ways on, you know, the internet. And I'm not saying to just totally cut that part out of your life, but if you're getting stuck like on repeat, listening to something over and over again, and you're not applying the information that you heard, then it may be becoming a bit stagnant for you, right? A good thing can become toxic if you're not using it in proportion to a healthy amount in your life, right? Maybe it's time to end a video that you watch and brainstorm. Attempt to use some of the advice that was given from the reader or from whatever video you happened upon. Maybe it's something completely different for you. Maybe you just don't use your time efficiently, or you give too much time away to a lover, or everything in healthy proportion is what I'm thinking from this situation. Okay. We've got the Empress. That's good news. She is in the reverse, but that doesn't mean that she's not here. That means you have so much creative juices within you. So maybe stop dreading. Maybe some of you are just afraid to like really see who you are on the inside, and you're afraid to, like, once you get there, you're actually not going to be a creative, evolved person. Okay, that's false. The Empress is here. She is full of ideas. She has technical issues at times, but there's always ways through them. She's engaged with life. She's passive when she needs to be, but she's also aggressive. She's not passive aggressive, but she's passive at times, but other times she's aggressive. Right? So there's always a time and a place to be chill, and then a time to get into the meat. Start, you know, putting your feet in the dirt. Get your hands wet. Put your hands in the dough if you want to be a baker. Put your hands in the dough if you want to bake muffins. All right? And it may be time to ask your guides to show you where you have toxicity in your life, where, you know, why this Empress feels a little stifled. Okay? Because if you honestly want to know the answer to this, your guides will guide you to this answer. It may come in the form of messages in your dreams. It may come in the form of you meditating and opening your third eye a bit more to get more clarity in your life. All right, let's grab another couple cards here. Wealth is yours, dear ones. Wealth is yours. Wealth is in the cards. You have nothing to lose. Aggressive. Here we are again with aggressiveness, right? You can't make it up. Was this a learned behavior? Do you feel this negative action can create happiness and joy Intimidation also does not create a positive relationship. Okay, so maybe there's somebody that's a little bit too aggressive in your life. Maybe that's where the toxicity is. Or maybe there's too much aggression that you've had as a learned behavior. Okay, was this a learned behavior? Do you feel this negative action can create happiness and joy? Intimidation also does not create a positive relationship. So if somebody is intimidating another person, do this or else this will happen. Like, so to a certain point, we need to learn if we don't do something, a certain thing may transpire. But if it's being used to manipulate, then it's never going to be a healthy way to be living. So is somebody being too aggressive with you? Has somebody intimidated you into believing something? We've got unlimited ideas. You're beautiful. Unlimited ideas. So there's going to be unlimited ideas coming to you. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come into fruition. So how do we know what a divinely guided action is? Well, if you have the urge to create something, then take the time to do it. Don't just say, oh, I'll do it later. Do it. Make it happen. If you have a goal, then you're going to get to your destination. If you have a purpose, you're going to get to your goal. All right? You are powerful. You do have ideas. You are from God. You have the ability to have all the abundance and creative ideas as the next person standing next to you. Some of you may be going through a bit of an identity crisis, and that's only because there's more than one purpose that lives within you, and you will get more clarity as to which identity to pursue. So if you're losing a piece of yourself or an identity, then be a little patient with yourself, because sometimes you need a little time to let things go. All right, but you have nothing to lose. You are full of ideas. You are the Empress. If this reading made sense, make sure to like it and leave me a little comment. Let me know that, we're in sync with one another. And, I send you so many blessings as you continue on your journey. You're such a beautiful soul. Hi, beautiful souls. Right now, I'm doing readings based off of donations. So whatever you feel you can give, $20, $40, $50, $60, $100, any amount that you're able to afford will get you a reading with me. So look down below on how to do that, and we will dig into some of your deeper questions. Also, make sure you subscribe to me if you haven't done so already. All right, I send you all my love until we meet again. Pile 2, he chose this amethyst, this dreamy amethyst. May this dreamy amethyst open Pile 2 to the correct knowledge that they require in order to open up the floodgates to their wealth. May their dreams become a reality. All right, let's see if Pile 2 is about to be rich. Okay. Oh, we've got it's out of your control. Whew. Okay, so something's out of your control, and you did get 2 cards. So as soon as I'm feeling this, I feel like, yes, being wealthy is definitely a possible outcome for you, but something's out of your control. What is it? Let's see. Okay, we've got proceed slowly. Pile 2. Now, it's like your desire does not come into play. Or, I see. Maybe it's like this. Do you believe that you're going to be rich? Okay, so however you answer that question is like your probable outcome at this point, okay? Like that's what's going to happen for you. Now, but because we've got proceed slowly, that's showing me that this is subject to change. So if you answered with a no, that you don't believe you're going to be rich, it's time to slow down. Even if you answered that you, yes, that you are going to be rich, it's time to slow down, because there's something that, some sort of speed in your approach to this situation is fudging it up. So it's time to go slow and look at your beliefs, the systems behind you, the systems that make up your reality, like your belief systems. What are they? Did your parents have money and always say that they were broke? If so, then you're going to have a bit of a belief system in play, like a subconscious one, where no matter what you do, you're going to feel broke. All right? So it's time to maybe slow down a bit and see what your beliefs are around money. What are your beliefs around your ability to feel abundant this moment? All right, let's see what else we have. So we've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's as if even the people around you are not affecting you. Like it's your core belief system that's truly affecting you at this time, because the Three of Pentacles shows us collaboration, people coming together to make a harmonious outcome. So no matter who the people are that are around you right now, whether they're rich, whether they're poor, does not necessarily affect your abundance or your ability to create abundance in the future. What's going to create that abundance is proceeding slowly right now and looking, and I don't mean don't take action. I mean proceed slowly in your mind. Something needs to be slowed down. So I feel like that you have a core belief in place. What is that core belief? Do you believe that you're rich right now, or do you believe that you're poor right now? Let's look at that. Okay. Because I feel like Spirit's saying sometimes it's a yes for you to be extremely wealthy and rich, and then other times it's a no. I'm getting like, of course it's a yes. And then on the other hand, I'm getting like, no. So at times you may be flip-flopping. Okay. All right, we've got justice, cause and effect, right? So whatever the cause is, whatever the reason is that you feel a certain way, then there's going to be effects coming from that. So where's the truth? It's time to examine your truth. It's time to examine what you believe is real. Because whatever you believe is real, there's going to be an effect toward that. So it's time to gain a little more wisdom on where you are right now with your reality, like a reality check. Okay, we've got the King of Swords in the reverse. If you haven't transformed your thought processes to that of a totally abundant person, then please don't be alarmed, okay? Because that's what this reading is for. Okay? So if you're having wishy-washy beliefs then you're going to get wishy-washy outcomes. And it's just time to say, okay, I have some wishy-washy belief systems in place. Because if you just notice where you are, then there's a truth within that. And when you see the truth within a belief, maybe it's time to find your beliefs. Maybe you don't even know what you believe. When you see a belief that you have instilled from you, then there's an opportunity to change that belief, to put some love into that belief, to put some wisdom, so that you can channel a new energy into it. Obviously, you're not going to be able to contradict like a belief that's been pushed down into your core, like since you were a child, like all in one day. Okay? But it can become like a reliable way to like superimpose a new belief system into it. So if you're seeing what your belief is at that point, then you can look at it and then hold that energy for a moment in order to permeate a different thought process. Okay, so this feels like a little confusing. Maybe you're a little confused. Maybe you've been a little confused on this situation, because there is an advantage to seeing where you are at this time, and to see where you are every time, you know, this comes into play. Every time that you're around somebody that's wealthy, if you feel jealous, see that. Because I feel like it's time to release some of your fears. And it's okay to feel jealous, but we don't want to feel jealous forever, right? We want to be able to say, oh, why do I feel like that? Because if somebody else can have something, that means that you can have it too. Instead of saying, oh, that person has it, that means I can't have it. It's time for you to realize if that person has it, then also you can have it. And maybe that's why you're seeing this person with exactly what you want, because that's going to be you someday. And if you never were able to see somebody holding on to something that you desire, then how are you going to integrate that into your belief system? So be thankful to the people that you see driving the car that you desire, because they're showing you what's one day going to be yours. And if it's time to confess that you don't normally feel like that, then do it right now, because that's going to open up gifts of abundance into your life. It's okay to be honest, because honesty is going to give you the effects that you're desiring. That's real justice. Real justice. There's a wisdom in acknowledging your imperfections. And when you have wisdom, you have wealth. They go together, right? The wealthy ones come from the ones that have been doing the work, integrating new ideas, releasing false belief systems, releasing things that no longer serve, bringing in new channels of energy, superimposing new beliefs that are conducive to a different timeline, a different cycle, bringing in a new craft to promote wellness. Okay, so when will this be coming for you? Wow, you got a clear answer on that one. We've got October. Okay, so it looks like, and not quite, but 10 months or so from now, you're going to have a completely different outlook on your wealth, your riches, and your abundance, which is amazing. That's not a lot of time to construct a whole new way of seeing something, a whole new craft. This is a craft that you're honing. Your wealth is embedded into your belief systems. So you're going to be doing some serious work between this time and that time. and you're going to see a huge change. Okay, we've got the Queen of Cups. So Spirit is seeing a complete course correction for you. By October, you're going to be feeling way more emotionally intelligent. I'm not saying that you're not emotionally intelligent this time either, but you have a few contradictory thought processes on how you see and how you value your wealth, how you value your ability to be rich, how you believe people respect you. When you have money, you believe you're going to have the respect that you deserve. You have good intentions towards this wealth and these riches. But there's something also tied to your emotional welfare. And this could be, from a young age, maybe you were told that, or maybe you saw somebody that was emotionally unhealthy, and they also believed that they were not wealthy. That could be permeating within your subconscious, and it may be time to realize the integration of their energy into your field. And maybe you have linked being, I feel like somebody's linked their worthiness to their wealth. And it may be time to examine that a little bit. Somebody feels a little bit emotionally upside down, and they believe that if they had the money, then everything would be fine in their life, everything will be perfect, when in all actuality there's so many people that get filthy rich and they have the same emotional problems that they always have had. Like, that money doesn't clear up your emotional problems. Clearing up your emotional problems brings in a sense of abundance, though, which in turn brings in money. So how are you looking at that situation? Okay. We've got first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. Yes, this is you sifting and grinding and sorting and really getting down to the nitty-gritty of what it is that you want to keep in your life and what it is you would like to vanquish. This may be you confessing that it's time to apologize to somebody, or confessing that it's time to forgive a situation. Time to release your fears. Time to face the fact that you've been scared of X, Y, and Z. Time to face the fact that mistakes have been made, and it's in righting wrongs is the best course to freedom. If you're searching for wealth to enhance your freedom, there are ways to enhance your freedom first to bring on the wealth. Look at you at the end of your reading, and I just realized you have so much king-queen energy in your reading. That is a clear indication that as you proceed slowly, all of these things are going to open up for you and contribute a huge clearing in your life, lengthening your ideal outcome for the situation, like lengthening your riches, lengthening your wealth, lengthening your emotional well-being. I see you standing above wavy waters. You have your feet firmly placed on the ground. Your cup is open, your heart is open, your mind is free. Your mind is free of all those contradictory thoughts, processes that held you down in the past. This is freedom. This is riches. This is wealth. All right, let's see if we can grab a couple more cards. I don't need to have the last word. Beautiful. Maybe that's something that you are going to change in your life. Maybe you're going to realize that having the last word is not feeling abundant. Maybe you're going to realize that whoever needs to have the last word is somebody that feels unabundant because they're grasping for power. Emotional intelligence. So much emotional intelligence in your reading. Purity. Always trust the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answers to your questions. Oh my goodness. So you're really beginning to value your heart space and the beauty and the community that it's going to bring to you is going to feel like millions and millions of dollars. And when you feel that millions of dollars, that abundant in purity, that abundant in the people that come to you out of this beautiful heart practice, that's when this wealth opens up to you. So beautiful people, keep serving what feels right in your heart space. Keep serving the parts of you that feel uncertain. Go into those because there's a wisdom there. Don't be afraid. Okay, or if you need to be afraid for a minute and then plunge into it because your wealth is there. I see you having your hands into like so many different facets. You've got emotional well-being. You've got working together, promoting financial success with other people. You've got justice coming. All right, let's grab one more of these. Successful funding. Look at you. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Aww. So there's your confirmation that whatever your idea is to make money with, it was divinely given to you by God. So don't be afraid because, Source, God, whatever you believe in, is going to give you the rest of the information you need in order to bring this idea into fulfillment, into fruition, into something that you can hand to humanity. So do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. So I believe you have a beautiful dream here, and it's going to bring you a beautiful blessing because I feel like you have something to offer humanity. And of course, you're going to be wealthy and have the funding that you need in order to get this off the ground because this beautiful idea was given to you from Source. All right, so wealth is in the cards for you. Riches are in the cards for you. Giving to humanity is also in the cards for you. It all goes hand in hand. Hi, beautiful souls. Right now, I'm doing readings based off of donations. So whatever you feel you can give, $20, $40, $50, $60, $100, any amount that you're able to afford will get you a reading with me. So look down below on how to do that, and we will dig into some of your deeper questions. All right, if this video made sense to you, leave me a like, subscribe to this channel, and I appreciate you coming here and putting your energy into this readings as I have. All right, I will see you in the next reading.